Hi, today we're going to learn how to do the trick with the mirror. So you're going to take a picture of your subject, and in this case it's me. Sometimes it's easier to get somebody to take, if you set up the picture and you're the subject, they're more willing to help you participate. So you get the camera in focus, set it up with the right exposure, and then you could be your own model without bothering somebody else. Okay, so I have a picture of the background. I have a picture of the subject. I have to drag this background into this picture. So I'm going to use my move tool and just drag that on. Should just drag. Notice I can also grab right here from the layer and then put it on there. Then I can close this one, so I just have that. And then they should just be lined up. So if you are having trouble lining up, change the opacity and you should be able to see it line exactly up. Okay, let's see. I think that looks right. It's pretty close. All right, so the main thing is that we want to cut out the mirror, okay? So I'm gonna unlock the background by double clicking the background, and I'm gonna put the top layer up here. This is my subject. Okay, now I can see also what's going on with my background. Okay, looks like I need to come over here. Let me see this again. That's so weird. Okay, I think we're all lined up now. Let's see. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so now I'm going to get my little Polygonal Lasso tool right here, which is under this one. It's I like the Polygonal Lasso. The lasso tool would work too. The lasso tool goes like this. You have to hold it down and see the lines don't go straight, right? So that's difficult. So what you could do instead is get the Polygonal Lasso tool and you click. Every time you click the mouse, it attaches to where you can erase it. You can also use your eraser, but then again, you're running the risk of it not being perfect. Also helps when you zoom in. So if you're using Cameo, you have to hit Control plus, and for Macs we use Command. Or you can use a little zoom in tool, which is a little magnifying glass, just in your toolbars. So I try to get in there and really cut it, and then I'll just hit delete, and that's cool. And you can also see that I might need to get a little bit more. If we go deselect, I might need to get a little bit more of the edge, but it's pretty cool. All right. If you mess up, you double click and it will deselect. Okay, I think that's pretty close. Back it up. Okay, I think this picture would be stronger if all this tree stuff wasn't in there. So here's a little trick. I tried cropping it before, but that was, it just was cropping out. It seems like it's good to have some space, but let me now use my lasso tool, and I'm going to take this green here. I'm holding it down, and I'm going to just grab the green here and grab a big selection of that green. And then I'm going to go edit copy or Control or Command C, and then edit paste, Control or Command V. And it just pasted it up here. You can see it in this layer. It's up here. And I can just move it over. So I can kind of do that a little bit, and I can take my eraser and just smooth the edge a little so it kind of just blends in better. And then I can literally just duplicate that layer again and bring it down. And I can kind of play a little bit around with them, size them and stuff. But for me, this makes it look like more I'm like in a like a forest or something. I think that looks better. I'm just going to duplicate that, and I'm going to cover up all these trees, right? And then you just kind of erase the corners with your smooth eraser. See, you can bring the hardness down. Where's my edge? See, it's kind of a smooth erase, right? And then do it again. And then you have to use your, and you can go Command T or edit, transform, free transform. You can rotate it a little. See, that's kind of cool. That worked. And then do it again. And this time I'm going to flip it. So it's the same over here, but watch, edit, free transform, transform, flip horizontal. And it's going to flip this way. So I know we're getting kind of, I'm going to go to this layer and duplicate. Let's see, I'll duplicate this layer and then switch that. Hold on. You could take the whole thing and flip it over here. So I can either flip it like I just did. That looks pretty cool. And then duplicate it again. Just trying to cover up all this tree bark. So I think that looks pretty good. I can just do one more. It's kind of cool. Command T. Just gonna make it a little bigger. And then down here in the path, I could erase some. When you try to erase, you have to make sure on the correct layer. Like you have to make sure, so you click on it, make sure you're working on the right layer. And I'm gonna just do that. And then what's this layer down by my foot? It's this top one. Just smooth that out a little. You get more of a path. That looks good. I'm happy with that. Not bad. There might be a little edge here too that you could like get really picky with, like up here, get on this layer, smooth that out a little bit. So there's no line. I see a tiny line here too when I zoomed in. I think it's this one right here, yeah. Okay, so that's the wrong layer. It must be this one here. Oopsie. Interesting. There is already like a little bit of eraser, I see. So maybe if I can move it up a little, yeah, that might help. Okay, so now we have to save it. And if we want, we could crop it one more time. Here's crop. I'm going to choose it to be like 4:6, so it's a nice, I'm just going to bring it down so I'm directly in the middle. Just a tiny bit. Let's see. And then I'm going to save it. File, save as, JPEG. So this is the final mirror example. It's always nice to label your files, and it's really nice if you put your name on it, because sometimes I see it in my classroom, just the file, and I don't know who it's from. So there it is, and it's nice to go check and go into your files to see where you saved it before you close everything and say, okay, where did I save that? My desktop. I have a folder for it, and let me open it. Final example, just to be sure that it's all good and it's a JPEG. And it should just open right up. We get to see it outside of Photoshop. And that came out really good. Awesome.